Hey guys, it's Marianne here with Shopping Crafty. So today our topic is college for actors and whether or not I think that's a good idea. So that is obviously a very, I don't know, like every single person will have their own thing that is right for them. Personally, my journey with college was a struggle. I decided I would go to college, if I could go to college, in California and start pursuing my acting career too. But it was at the time when California was bankrupt and it was a mess. So it was so expensive. That's when I got the $6,000 loan from my grandma to pay for it, and I only was able to pay for a semester still after taking out loans and that loan from my grandma. And it was just not feasible. I was paying $1,000 to have my dorm room every month. $1,000 a month for my dorm room that I shared with somebody else. I don't pay that much for a 3-bedroom apartment now. I mean, I only use one of the bedrooms, but still I have my own room and I have my living room and kitchen and everything, and I don't pay that much. So it was just an outrageous scenario. So I ended up transferring back to Wisconsin, and I went to school there, and honestly, I almost dropped out because I so desperately wanted to move to California and start pursuing my career. Fortunately, that was right when I found Battleground, the Hulu show I worked on behind the scenes. I was just like an intern PA. I wasn't anything important, but it was like a lifeline, and it let me meet people from LA, and it let me learn more about the business in a way I really needed at the time. Also, I graduated in 3 years because I had done AP classes. So first and foremost, if you have AP classes available, take advantage of that. That can save you so much money in college, so much money. And you get to start studying the things you actually want to study right away instead of having to wait to fulfill all these requirements before you can even start taking the classes you want to take. AP classes are amazing. So yes, I graduated in 3 years. Then I moved back out here with, over $20,000 in student loan debt. So I don't think it was necessarily the right choice for me, but I do recommend it because I sort of take it for granted that I can get my proofreading jobs and stuff, but that would be a lot harder if I didn't have a college degree. And I mean, it's like I have debt, but I have these more opportunities than people who don't have a college degree to work from home, especially, which is what I prefer. So it's just up to you, obviously, but I definitely also recommend going to school for acting. Maybe double major. I had a double major with history and communication arts, which was the UW-Madison equivalent of a film degree. And the film degree is great, but I actually discovered while working on the Hulu show that I don't really love working behind the scenes as much as I thought I would. I love acting. I'm not cut out to be a PA. I feel like I'm not enough of a self-starter to do that, and that's where you have to start. But everybody has their own thing. My whole thing was to go into it from the filmmaker side of it, and then also pick up acting jobs along the way, which does work out whenever I do that. It's just a balance. But one thing I regret, whenever I ask people that I admire how they got their agent so that I can get to where they are, a lot of times the answer is they had showcases after they graduated from an acting school, and they got an agent from that. So that is an amazing resource that I wish I had thought of. I didn't even think about it. To me, I was like, oh, well, college acting is very theatrical and I want to be a film actress. And it's like, you know what? Get over it. It doesn't hurt to be trained theatrically. It doesn't hurt. It can only improve your acting skills, and when you need to dial it back for a film role, hopefully you were good enough at that point to do so. And you can take other acting classes to supplement that. So overall, I would say, yes, you should go to college. Unfortunately. Even though I don't think it was necessarily the right choice for me, I think overall, if I had made my choices differently, it would have been better. I just didn't know what I was doing. I was trying to move to LA at the same time. I was trying to not study acting while going to college. And it just was like 3 years of my life that I just wasted almost and like got into debt. It was stupid. But if you do it smartly, then it's definitely worth it. And you should definitely listen to Dave Ramsey and try to do it debt free. One thing I did that Budget Girl always talks about how she did this too, I would always accept all the loans that were offered to me. All of them. Which, I mean, whenever I had excess, I would give it to my mom, sort of as like a rent because I was living at home. So I don't regret that. Like, I love being able to contribute to the household. But still, I don't think it was wise to take out all of the loans possible. And I was working, and I don't know where any of that money went. I was just really bad at managing money. So if you are at the age where you're deciding if you're going to go to college and you are an actor, just do it smart. Just save up the money for it. Set money aside for your future. Start saving for moving out here. Like, it's going to be a lot of hard work to go to school and make that much money, but if you do it, you will have so much advantage over people who are just moving here with no training, with no agent, with no money. You are ahead of the game at that point if you have a college degree in acting and got an agent from a showcase and saved for 3 to 6 months of expenses. Like, wow, that is a jump start. So don't feel like you have to move here right away. Because, I mean, honestly, seeing my cousin move out here, I mean, in order to get an apartment, she had to have a parent co-sign the lease. And that's already a slippery slope. And she's already having problems with her roommate who's owes her $700 and hasn't paid her yet, and that's why they couldn't get a lease because, is that the right? Yeah, a lease. Like, he already, yeah, it's just a problem. So hopefully he will pay her back, and hopefully everything's gonna be okay. But if she had had that savings and had a college degree and had an agent, she would just be so much more ahead of the game. I hope the best for her. I hope everything works out with her roommate. But I like seeing myself. I made a bunch of mistakes moving out here. She's making a couple mistakes moving out here. And I just would really love to advise people that going to college is a good way to go if you can do it debt-free and if you can get an acting degree. Do it. Okay? I know how much you probably want to move out here because I was that way. I was like crying to my mom saying I want to drop out of school and move here, but I just kept looking for opportunities where I was, and I got the Hulu show, and I got some stuff in action, and you can do it too.